Welcome back. So you just finished using your New York State reference table to write down all your information, and let's see if you have it right. So your group 1 are always +1, your group 2 are always +2, scandium +3, iron can be 2 or 3, nickel can be 2 or 3, copper can be 1 or 2, silver always 1. It does not have a choice. Gold is 1 or 3, zinc is 2, aluminum is 3, tin is 2 or 4, lead is 2 or 4. Non-metals, not the metals, just the non-metals in the nitrogen group are -3, oxygen group -2, fluorine group -1. So make sure you have those right. You need to know them because you're not going to be using your Regents reference table very much more. Okay, so moving on, have you noticed that some of the names don't match? Like even on the previous page, when we were going through this, I don't know if it will let me go backwards. Barely. There we go. Like I said lead, but yet it says PB. There's a reason. Now, there are Latin names. Now, for some of them, and we've seen it on some of the sheets, there's an us or an ick at the end, like plumbus or plumbic. And that's because we have two different charges. OUS refers to the lower of the two charges, while IC refers to the upper or the higher of those charges. So iron is actually ferrium or ferrum, which means ferrous and ferric. Ferrous being the lower, ferric being the higher. Go back and look. One of them's +2, one's +3. Now, as you're going to go through, you're going to fill this out. I'm going to give you just a moment. Nickel stays the same. Copper is cuprum. Tin is stannum. Lead is plumbum. Gold is aurum. And silver is argentum. Now press pause. See if you can figure some of this out. Now here's the answers. Ferrous, OUS, lower, meaning it's the +2. Ferric, +3. Nicholas, with OUS, is the +2. Nicholic is +3. Some of these are fun to say. Give it a try. Say them out loud. So double check. I do have a 3 that's supposed to be a superscript. Cobaltus, mercurus. So press pause. Make sure you have them all written in. Then we're going to get into naming acids. Now, naming acids, when we do this, our positive ion has to be hydrogen. Not all acids have hydrogen as you're starting, but the majority of what we're dealing with, your positive ion will be hydrogen, and your negative ion can be single nonmetal, like binary, or a polyatomic, which would be ternary. So like HCl would be binary. We have a hydrogen and a chlorine. So that's hydrochloric acid. Or phosphoric acid, that'd be a hydrogen with our phosphite. Actually, our phosphate. So we're going to give this a try. This is the very last thing. Hydroic acid. So hydro is your hydrogen, and then we're going to take the base. This is chlorine. So chloric, hydrochloric acid. Give it a try. Now there's 2 hydrogens here for every 1 sulfur. That means we had to do some crisscrossing. Now our ternaries, we have ic and us. Anything on table E that ends in an 8 will have now an ending of ic. So it's not sulfate, it's sulfic. It's actually sulfur, yeah. And anything that ended in an ite is now an OUS. And finally, our answer key is here. I will move me. And then you can see hydrochloric, HI, hydrosulfuric, HBr. Double check your answers, make sure you have them all down. And then that is it. You have finished the packet.